Hat takes and hot takes.
Hot cakes.
Ooh,
Hat
hat takes and hot cakes.
Lee's band was called the Hotcakes.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of band?
That's a good band name.
The like rock. Yeah. Yeah, they were a whole thing. It was a whole to do.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he was a drummer.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see him as a drummer.
I
guess
see him
maybe
as
I
a
see him as a drummer.
Yeah.
Also, like, he probably didn't have the same exact facial hair and hair back then.
He had a beautiful ponytail.
Really?
He had.
Is that true or is this bit?
No, I'm just lying. I'm doing a lie.
I was hoping.
It's a
That's
truth.
interesting.
Yeah, I did a lie, and the ponytail connected. He did the front pony with the beard.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
And then he brought the ponytail around under his arm.
Under his
Connected?
arm.
like a bandolier.
Yeah.
And then connected the two.
to
Yeah.
carry his drumsticks?
The drumsticks? No. He just held those.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
To carry one of his drums?
Well, I think it just made him feel cool.
Yeah. I just thought maybe it could act as a satchel.
Yeah. Well, no, he would hang stuff off of carabiners. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
Nice.
Yeah,
and
but then it
safe,
was
yeah.
jingling too much.
Yeah.
And
And everyone would know he's coming.
Yeah, and he started having a real problem with his jaw because
Ooh.
so much weight was on the chin.
I would think.
the hairs of his chin.
See, I thought maybe pull this way, you're back to normal.
Yeah, but the chin is there's jaw work happening. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
so it's still pressure there.
Yeah.
So his neck was fine.
As far as I know.
Okay.
Yeah, his scalp got loose.
Oh no!
It got loose.
It got like
I had
so
to
like,
think about the visual of that for a second.
Yeah.
So like if he shaved his head, it would just be like a flop.
It like you know a Sharpay
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that.
Oh,
it looked bad.
But now,
It's better.
poor Lee.
It's better. It's not great, but it's better, and it's hidden.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Because he had to get a special medical comb. It had little wheels on the end of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it would roll across the scalp,
And it wouldn't-
not pulling.
Not teeth.
Yeah.
No teeth.
Because for a while he was parting his scalp.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That's how much skin was there. It was so loose.
Wow.
He said it was similar to when men try and regrow their foreskin. And that's, for a while he had a man bun. It was all just flesh.
And you just painted it black?
Yeah.
Or painted it dark?
Painted it black, just like the
Wow.
song.
Yep.
That's what the song's about.
It is. Scalps.
He was
Yeah.
he was the drummer on that song.
Yeah. You know what? I got to be
wow.
honest with you. I wasn't sure if this would be a cold open.
Yep.
And I think we made it that.
I think it got there.
A real loose scalp
Oh my God.
spilling over.
Brad had a great roast joke about a guy with really big, bulky, gross hanging testicles.
Oh.
Remember that?
Yes, I do. It said when he takes his pants off, it looks like he's straddling a basset hound.
Oh, I like that.
Isn't
Yeah.
that good?
Yeah. Because I was going to say, in the summer, when he wore sunglasses,
Yep.
the sides would droop down
Ooh, yeah,
like a
that's
droopy dog
not a-
situation,
yeah,
like
not a good
jowls.
look. Yeah.
Wow.
And he thought that he was losing his hearing for a while.
But
But it was because of the skin.
yeah,
And because it was summer, other people thought he was melting.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
We all understand.
They're just all throwing water on him, and he's like, "It's my skin. It's
Yeah.
my skin. I'm
he
not
tried
melting."
to hide it under hats.
But unfortunately-
which we've talked about hats previously.
Right.
Or maybe not. Maybe in the future we will. But yeah, when he would wear a hat, he had to get hats that were so big to just stuff it all in there.
Right.
He tried to do Cowboy Lee for a while, and he got a beautiful Stetson.
Yep.
And an original Stetson.
yeah.
But they had to actually increase the gallons.
Oh, so not a 10-gallon hat.
No, it was a 37-gallon hat.
That's a
He
lot
just
of
tuck,
extra
tuck, tuck,
gallons.
tuck, tuck, tuck,
Yeah.
tuck.
He looked like a Pee Wee Herman bit.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
with the big hat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, or like those big foam cowboy hats.
Yeah, the
sporting
Burt,
events?
Burt Reynolds on Celebrity Jeopardy.
that kind of
Yeah.
deal.
Oh, I like that.
Exactly. Yeah, but
I'd
it was
like
all
to-
there. And then a doctor said they found a tooth and some hairs in it, and they were like, "This might be vestigial. This
Whoa.
might be a twin."
Right.
Yeah.
So
No.
It wasn't. It's
Oh, just a
It
tooth?
just got caught. It got caught in there.
Just got caught in his loose skin. Thank
Yeah.
you, number 2 Funbear Lee.
Yeah, it's sort of like the gunk that they sell that they say you can clean like the interior of your car.
Yeah,
or
Brad bought me
keyboards.
gunk.
You
Yeah.
know, you just rub it on there.
Yep.
That was his skin.
so he could use it. It was useful.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did car detailing for a while.
Yeah, he had the cleanest cup holders in town.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's probably where the tooth came from.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, I did see a picture of him. and there was like a big skin lump, and he was stomping it into a cup holder, and that was probably from that time.
Yeah, that's probably from the ad that he had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had a commercial. It was weird.
He was the skin stomper, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They made him take it off the air.
Good.
Oh no.
They did. They made him
come?
take it off the air. They said
decent.
they didn't have enough money to spend on the blurring.
I
and
was
the
just gonna
censoring.
say, yeah, the blurring, yeah. I
So,
know.
and when it aired, it was just you couldn't even tell what it was. It was like, is this a mosaic?
like
What am I
all you
looking
saw
at?
was like his eye and nose.
Yeah.
I
It
remember
looked
that.
like his ad that he paid good money for. It
Yeah.
looked like somebody was just looking through a kaleidoscope.
Well, I heard that after midnight they could air it uncensored.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
But at the Boone,
You know, then his ad is up against like, call now, like that kind of thing.
Well, he did the voice. Didn't he do that voice for it?
Yes.
And that's unfortunate because sometimes because it was so graphic, he said he had to change his number many times
Yep.
because here he is just trying to be an industrious fella.
Yeah, just a car
start his
detailer,
car
yeah.
detailing business in New York City.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was just getting phone calls from perverts.
Yeah.
Just heavy breathers. Calling him up,
Yep.
right? How clean are you going to make it? Stuff like that.
What was it? There a lot of
You
like.
stuff my glove box full of dusters.
Was there a lot of like? Can I make love to that lump? Can I make? You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
sure.
For the
yeah.
flap.
The creep freaks, yeah.
What did he refer to it as a lump or a?
There were people that said they liked it because it reminded them of Jabba the Hutt's tail.
Yes.
Very similar.
Interesting.
And also
Very,
the employee of Jabba
Very
the Hutt.
disturbing.
I like
It is.
that.
Salacious crumb.
Yeah, we should Salacious Crumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought that was the little guy.
That's the little
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, I thought.
No, not
are you
the
thinking
little
of the Grimordian Guard or Grimorian?
No, he
Guard?
said this tail.
Yeah, and then you
His
said
tail,
the
but then
employee.
there was a guy. There was a very pale man
Oh,
with
the,
a long, weird
Oh,
thing.
that
yeah,
guy
yeah.
had a thing.
yeah,
That guy had a Lee thing.
yeah.
Now that guy.
Yeah.
Remember the dancer and she had the things?
Uh-huh.
Twilight.
Related?
He has one long one, and then she has two.
Well, maybe she's just higher in the military.
I don't know. Is this alienist?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
It could be.
We're asking questions.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that in our brains, welcome to another episode of Funbearable.
Oh my God.
I am Brad Rohr.
I am Ray. I thought Brad would say hello a lot sooner.
Yeah.
And then we were just kind of waiting.
Yeah.
Harrington.
I'm Chuck. How pedantic can we get? Stay in.
Yeah.
I think the issue was there have been a couple cold opens recently that I have wanted to come in too early, and I didn't want to overstep.
Gotcha. So, ideally, you kind of come to that place at the same time.
Yeah.
Together.
Ideally.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's
been a
rare.
while. It's
You
been a
could
while.
think of something to stop you from getting there too early.
Yeah. Or just focus and keep your head in the game.
All right. Well, we have another class.
Yeah, right.
I don't like any of the cold open because it's so gross, and now we're gonna do a fun thing. Let's just do the fun thing.
We have a
Wasn't that
classic,
gross? It's so silly. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
whimsical.
classic Funbearable bit. It's time once again. Court is in session.
dun dun dun.
The Honorable
Dun, dun,
Ray
dun,
Harrington,
dun.
Chuck Staten, and Brad Rohr presiding for another episode of Boy Crimes.
All right, now Craig, do some crazy stuff on the screen while we get ready for court.
Little boys, little boys, little boys, little boys.
No. Gavels.
Gavels.
I forgot the gavel. I want to apologize to Sabrina because she provided us with a wonderful gavel.
Yep.
Yes.
I can't believe I was so focused on Ray. Don't forget the wig.
Yep.
Dude, I left my house. I was there for 5 minutes. I was driving, and I was like, I forgot the fucking wigs.
I'm so mad at myself. We have a beautiful gavel.
That's all right.
You know?
It happens.
It's like having a beautiful penis, and then suddenly, when it's time to go, it doesn't agree with you.
That was a weird ending to that.
Yeah.
Doesn't agree
It
with
doesn't
you.
agree with you.
All right.
All right, we've got this hobo fucking gavel. It's fine. For listener only, they don't even know.
That's true. We have a big gavel.
We have a huge gavel.
It's we both went with big.
Yeah, we've got a massive gavel. The size of this gavel is crazy.
That's funny.
This is an email from Michael from September 23rd, 2024. Gentlemen.
Really quickly,
Yes.
just to catch
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry.
any
Go ahead.
potential viewer listeners who don't know what boy crimes are probably like, what the fuck is happening right
Yep.
now? here I was lured into this thing, hearing about loose forehead skin. So
I tuned in for the loose forehead skin.
I'm here for the head skin.
Yeah.
Boy crimes are what we like to consider things that from your childhood, like all the way up to, I'd say, adolescence. Later teen years, we get into more
Actual crimes.
But these are things that you did that may be against the law, or maybe things that you thought were against the law.
Oh, that's good.
So it's petty crimes, shoplifting, you broke a thing, whatever, those little things. And we've shared about them in the past, and then we've had wonderful viewer listeners reach out to us and share their boy crimes,
right?
Which are gender neutral.
Yes.
We call them boy crimes because that's what they are. Girl crimes are different.
Yes.
Those mess with your head more.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what boy crimes are. And so these are emails from viewers and listeners that want to tell us about their silly, embarrassing childhood things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
So we have an email here from Michael from September 23rd, 2024. Gentlemen, I write to you this fine autumn day to share a cautionary tale of a young man who once dabbled in petty theft and organized crime before getting back on the straight and narrow to pursue his true calling, trudging up the corporate ladder, rung by soul-crushing rung.
Wow.
This is great.
Yeah.
The scene of the crime. Value Land, a now defunct neighborhood grocery store.
Value Land I used to go to when I was a kid.
I've never heard of Value Land.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like the most uncreative name for a store I've ever heard.
It sounds like
of.
it's in a movie or something where they're like,
Yeah.
just Value
That
Land.
is
Yep.
hilarious.
Yeah, like, we can't afford to say
Kmart.
Sam's Club.
Yeah.
So, let's go do our big shop at Value Land.
Wow, it's so funny because when I was a kid, I can't remember, near my house in Bristol, Rhode Island, I worked at a place called High Low when I was maybe 16, and before now it eventually was called Ciabra. Now it's another place. I think that might have been a Value Land previous to when I worked there. Either that or there was one up the road and it became the big Stop and Shop in Bristol.
So, was it a grocery store?
Yeah, it's a grocery store.
Value Land.
Value Land. It's so funny. I haven't heard that name.
This is Warren, Rhode Island, circa 1991.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? It might have been in the Job Lot Plaza. I'm going to look it.
All
I
right.
want to find out.
As you do that,
Okay.
I will continue to read. My mother and I were waiting in line to check out when I asked, "Yo, what's a guy got to do to get a pack of chiclets around here?"
Oh, chiclets. I'd always get that. This might be from me. Tiny chiclets were my thing.
The idea that you said this might be from me.
You ever have the tiny chiclets?
Sure.
What do
Yeah.
you think?
Regular chiclet. The small ones are weird.
The
It's
ones,
okay.
They're multi flavored?
Sure.
Yeah.
You want the winter mint?
Either way. I don't. The
I
small
never,
ones
I
are
never
a weird
cared
shape.
for chiclets.
Okay, there you go.
I love the small ones in your mouth. They're all over the place.
Okay.
It's insane.
I'm glad that you liked them. This is one of those perfect examples of like, because I'm not like, oh my God, I jizz every time I see them. Chuck is just like, what?
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
What are your life choices?
I'm
wrong.
shocked.
Yeah.
I'm shocked at this.
It's okay.
To which my mother replied, "Don't give me any lip, wise guy. You've had enough bubblegum."
Are
Brief,
they from like,
the 30s. They're gangsters from the 30s.
I was just going to say.
Briefly rebuffed, I quickly devised a plan. As my mother was distracted bagging groceries, I backed up slowly against the candy rack, feeling around until I hit pay dirt, tucking 2 packs of chiclets into my back pocket before strutting away.
Wow.
Just then,
Bold.
a man cast me a knowing glance, and I leered back at him in a scene reminiscent of The Town when the cop sees the robbers
This is
changing
from
cars,
Chuck.
but turns his head and pretends he didn't see nothing. Except in my case, the guy was filling a cooler and I was a 7-year-old boy.
And that guy was likely like, huh? He had no
Yeah.
idea what was going on. Yeah.
Exactly.
Either
yeah.
way, he was wise to keep his yap shut. I only got caught later that afternoon when I gave the second pack to my sister and she ratted me out.
Oh,
I've
boo
never
the
forgiven
sister.
Oh, yeah. Boo that sister.
Fast forward a decade, and I had established a small but profitable loan shark operation named Bambino Bank and Loan Associates, LLC, where folks shunned by the traditional banking system could obtain cash loans at usurious rates as high as 25% for a 3-month note with minimum payments due every Friday, as noted in a handwritten ledger kept in a hidden pocket in my wallet.
Is this what?
I made 3 loans, all paid back with interest, but I grew tired of the threats of violence and come to find out, according to my lawyer, the LLC did not actually limit any liability since it was an illegal enterprise. Either way, fun while it lasted. Alas, I turned things around and settled into my life in middle management at a large multinational conglomerate with perks including, but not limited to, my very own 6x6 beige cubicle. I don't get to go outside much and I have to buy my lunch from the cafeteria, but that's okay. Consider the alternative. Had I stayed in my downward spiral, I may have ended up at the ACI, locked in spacious cells, 3 meals a day, 2 hours out in the yard, time to read and exercise. Doesn't sound half bad until you remember all the rape. I'll stick to my corporate prison, thank you very much. Warmest regards, your reformed friend, Mike. And then he followed up a couple months later, not for nothing, but that Brian Rupert fellow was fantastic. Great episode, but for all of Ray's anti-Semitic interjections. For shame, Raymond, for shame. But excellent Stephen Hawking impersonation.
I feel the same.
Real quick, that was a running goof
Yes.
that we were doing
Yes.
back in that episode. It was Rupert that was playing around with that. And,
Yes.
and yeah, okay. No, I don't want people that haven't heard that being like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? People that don't know and they're just like, oh, I guess that's a thing.
I guess that's
Yeah.
how Ray
I
is.
guess that's part of his personality.
Stealing chiclets, boy crime.
Boy crime. The first part, classic boy crime.
Yep.
In fact, I'm going to say, boy crime. Oh, God. And, but I got to say, the sister...
Yep.
The sister is guilty
Yep.
of being a little snitch.
Yep.
Oh my
diming
God.
out
Give her some
brother.
stitches. Yeah.
Also, her brother was like, "Here, have half
Yeah.
of my
ill-gotten gains."
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
she's
that's
like, "Oh,
not
thank
good.
you very much, Mom."
Oh
you know
my
what I mean?
God,
That's
yeah.
horrible.
Real Brad behavior.
Yeah, you know what? Guilty on of being a snitchy bitchy shit. There you go for her. But now let's get into what is more of an adult thing. It's not a boy crime. The
loaning?
The loan shark thing did 3 loans. I think he just lent money to 3 of his friends.
Yes.
Did he kind of establish the age of the loan? Like the loan shark when he was a loan shark?
He was in his 20s, right?
Oh, yeah. See, that's fully into
I was going to say, that's not a
that
boy
territory.
crime.
I'm glad you didn't stick with that, Mike, because that's just being a predatory lender.
Yes.
And part of the problem,
One time, my grandmother let me borrow some money to like do some stuff in my house, and we wrote a contract, and I owed her 9% per year.
There you go. Yeah, she's being an honest woman.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, very honest.
Pretty rough.
Yeah, she wanted to teach you a lesson.
Rough stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I would say boy crime for the chicklets.
Yep.
Snitchy bitchy shit for the sister.
Yep.
For sure.
And then the predatory lending thing. I'm just like, don't do that. And
Yeah.
I'm glad you stopped.
Yes.
I agree.
Good luck. Maybe look around your corporate world in your beige cell.
Yep.
Think about what you could do to kind of shake things up. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? What if you bring home something?
That's the idea
What
of
if you back up against your laptop?
Yeah.
the idea of my 2 things are, I stole chiclets as a child, and I started a loan shark business. And
Yes.
it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
insane. It's
Yeah.
such an insane difference in crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some would say that the chicklets were the seed
Yes.
that were planted. Right?
Gum tree.
No. If I plant a chiclet, nothing's gonna happen.
I don't know.
Is it?
What
It
if
is
it's
like a
mini
little-
chicklet.
It is like a little package of seeds.
Yeah.
The yellow one,
Yep.
Yeah.
it's so good.
Ugh. I'm not a chiclet guy. Next emails.
I'm gonna bring you guys some chiclets, and you're gonna try to contain your smiles, and you won't be able to.
Okay.
Thank you. It's from John. It's from November 24th, 2024. Hi,
You don't
Funbearable
have
Pod.
to do the year. You don't have to do the year.
I've
It just
really,
makes people go, wow.
I've really been enjoying the boy crimes episodes of the pod. They always get me reminiscing about my younger years and all the dumb situations I got into.
Well, sorry for the delay, but also you're welcome for doing another one right now.
I'll preface
Some
it.
would say it's too loose.
This is a lengthy email, but
That's okay.
I like the details that are included.
I love it when the listeners get deep.
Yes.
You know,
When I was in high school, I worked at the local small town grocery store.
Value Land.
My first night by myself, not in training, was a test of morals. The night started normal, stocking the milk, cleaning the restrooms, buffing the floors.
I feel like it's the manager saying, tonight's your first night, but it's also your first night as a test of morals, and then disappears. And it's like, what's gonna happen? And it's him like walking around as the Phantom of the grocery store, doing different things. There's like a 20 laying on the ground, and he's like, and the manager's like, aha.
Test of morals sounds like a Saw movie tagline.
Yeah.
When the shift ended, I went to the front of the store to clock out, but I got stopped by one of the other 2 employees. The night manager was out due to illness, so it was just one stocker, Steve, and 2 baggers, Derek and myself, working on closing the store. Names changed for obvious reasons. Anyway, Derek told me to hold up a second and wait for Steve. When Steve made it to the front, he had a small private conversation with Derek before going out and pulling his car to the front of the store.
Uh-oh.
At this point, I was wondering what was going on, but decided to go ahead and clock out so any shenanigans wouldn't be happening on company time.
Brad move.
Yeah,
That's a Brad move.
good work, John.
I'm innocent via technicality.
Yes. I was traveling. Derek held the front doors open while Steve proceeded to the beer section of the store and started grabbing 30 packs. Steve stuffed his 80s Cavalier to the brim with Bud, Miller, Coors, all the brands.
It's 30 racks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was impressive. After Steve was finished, Derek asked him what to do about me. I told them I wasn't going to say anything.
So they killed me.
Yes.
I'm dead. This is a ghost.
What are we going to
Test
do
of
about
morals.
him?
Yeah, what are we going to do about this guy?
I killed the bus driver. What bus driver? Dark Knight.
I told him I wasn't going to say anything. I needed the job and was just trying to get by. Yeah, that didn't work for Steve.
Hey, I'm just trying to get by.
Why is this turning into like a bank robbery?
Yeah. Sounds like Marty McFly.
Yeah.
Hey.
Steve told me to grab something. At this point, I realized what was happening. They wanted me to take something to guarantee I wouldn't snitch.
This is training day.
I was just going to say, it's a classic dirty cop makes good cop do a bad thing.
Yep.
So they can be like, all right, this guy's cool.
Yeah, training day.
Yeah.
Didn't really like to get wet. Is that what he
Right.
says?
There's a lot. Oh, that's a thing in many like cop things.
We should watch Training
It's a
Day.
trope.
Yeah.
I went to the back of the store and grabbed a honey bun that I had been eyeing all night, but didn't want to waste money on.
So the first one's from Chuck. The second one's from Brad.
If you want to trump a Chicklet, honey bun's up there.
You ever trump a Chicklet?
Well, not with a honey bun.
Yeah, you got to think of a lot not to climax. Oh my god.
When I got back to the front,
You
Derek
don't have
said,
so much control.
You hate it. You hate it.
I don't buy it.
Interview some previous
Vampires.
lovers.
You know what I said?
Yeah.
when I,
Some of my previous lovers are vampires.
when I got back to the front, Derek said, "What the fuck? You got to grab something bigger than that." I told him I didn't
So I
really.
grabbed my dick and I was like, "How about this, Derek?"
Yay! I told him I didn't really want or need anything, but okay. This time,
No, I'm full.
Brad's getting pulled into a van.
I'm full.
this time I went back and grabbed a couple of banquet TV dinners.
Jesus
What an
Christ.
asshole. This is a Brad.
I got a
love this
highlights
guy.
magazine.
I got some floss.
I got one of those crossword puzzle
Yes.
books.
I got some Nutri-Grain bars. I don't even like this flavor.
and of course some cod liver oil.
Yeah, cod liver.
Vitamins.
He's all right. Couple banquet TV dinners. Just in case. Keep in mind, I still have the honey buns, so I should be good. I get back to the front, and Steve got pissed. Hey, man, quit fucking around and grab something for real. Seriously, I didn't drink alcohol, so what the hell am I supposed to grab worth something? At the time, I lived on my own in a small 2-bedroom house without an oven or freezer, a story for a different time,
Oh, I wish we got that story today.
I think you just described a hotel room.
which made grabbing the frozen TV dinners
right,
even
yeah.
more ridiculous.
Man, I'm going to have to eat these so quick.
So I went searching the store for something that was expensive that wouldn't draw too much attention, trying to get it to my car. As I was walking the store again, the perfect thing caught my eye. A display stand for Slim Jims that had a shit ton of them.
Oh,
I went
that's a
to the
good
back
mount.
of the store and grabbed the empty box and filled it with the Slim Jims from the display. I went to the front of the store holding the box.
Is there anything left in the fucking store after they fucking take all this stuff?
I like how he's holding the doors open.
Yeah.
He's like, no, get more. And he's like, okay. And he gets a cart and he's like going aisle by aisle.
It's insane.
This one's on sale. Steve and Derek had a puzzled look on their faces, wondering what I'd have in an empty milk box. I showed them the Slim Jims, and they burst out in laughter. I got pissed because it's the perfect choice. Slim Jims are like $1 to $1.50 each, and I grabbed at least 300 of them.
Oh my God.
This is Brad.
Yeah,
this is
Brad.
absolutely Brad.
Utilitarian.
Slim Jims are like hot dogs that never go bad.
After pleading my case and dealing with the humility,
Jim is the hot dog spicy cousin.
they finally say we're good, and I go home.
Okay, what was the last sentence?
After pleading my case and dealing with the humiliation, they finally say we're good, and I go home.
Okay.
The next day, when I showed up for work, I overheard the day manager talking about how quickly the Slim Jims sold and how he needed to order some more. He never noticed all the beer missing.
I think it's insane that like he leaves one day and the thing is full. He comes back and 300 are gone.
We sold a lot of these in that last hour before we closed last night.
Yeah, big seller.
Then, meanwhile, person's name writing in?
John.
Meanwhile, John's there literally pouring sweat.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the beer aisle?
Because he's eaten so many Slim Jims.
Yeah. It's the meat sweats.
Hands are slippery.
He said, I had that box of Slim Jims in the back of my car for the rest of the school year. I ate some, sold some, gave some away, and it's been years since I ate another one. So I leave the verdict up to you. What was it a boy crime when forced to commit it? Thanks for all the great episodes, John.
Thank you, John, very much. We love these detailed stories that are rife with discussion.
Yes.
For sure. This is fantastic. I'm landing on boy crime 100%.
Yeah.
He refused to get alcohol.
Yes.
Like refused to. And then as if it were like the Joker and his gang doing a bank robbery.
Yep.
And then they're like, you got to get something. John, you have to take something.
Yep.
And he's like, fuck, where are the lollipops?
Yes.
Right? Like it's the equivalent of stealing the lollipops in a bank robbery.
I would say think about other situations in your life where there could be coercion.
Yeah.
This is coerced.
Yes.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
100% coerced.
Yeah. I mean, it's his first night. These other people have worked there for a while.
Yep.
You know, if something like that happens, it really is just like, well, I mean, I'm here, but like whatever. You know what I mean? And the fact that he stole 300 Slim Jims is both very funny.
Yes.
And like confounding for the innocence of the rest of his actions.
Yes.
Right? Like I
honey bun.
I took a honey bun. No, take more. Okay.
Some frozen TV dinners that I have no way to freeze or cook.
It sounds like he's like 5 years old.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Right? Like this is a child. Like,
He's
you gotta
planning
take
to run
something.
away. Yeah.
Okay. Honey bun. Because my mom doesn't let me get the honey bun.
Exactly.
Right? Like no more. And in a child's logic, like they would be like, oh, okay, 300 Slim Jims.
Yep.
That's very funny. It's very cute.
I think if there were like an actual crime and there was like, let's say, 3 or 4 people total.
3.
You go to court and this is the story that everyone says.
Mm-hmm.
That guy who was coerced, the judge definitely is like, well, this guy was kind of forced into it for sure.
Yeah.
I think boy crime for sure.
Yeah. What about you?
I agree. Boy crime. It's weird because I'm like, I think if he stole like one pack of 24 Slim Jims, I'm like, oh, I don't like that. But 300 makes it so funny that it makes it more innocent.
Makes it more whimsical?
Yes.
So it's sort of like saying if a serial killer killed 7 people, it's sad.
Yep.
But if he killed 300 people, it's like less sad.
Then they give him a medal, Ray.
Oh, that's
true.
true.
They call him a hero.
Whoa. Political.
Yeah.
This is a
Jesus.
political statement.
Yes.
I like that.
Well, the wig brings it out.
Yeah, so I'm going to say political statement
Yes.
and also boy crime. John, that is a boy crime,
Boy
100%.
crime.
I do have to ask, though, because that brings up a good question. Have you had an experience working at a place where someone else is like, hey, I'm stealing?
Yeah.
Because that has happened to me.
Happened to me.
I think maybe at the pizza place, somebody would like make themselves a pizza.
I don't know if that's
That's
stealing.
fine.
Then, but as far as I know, when I worked at Walgreens 4 years,
Yeah.
nothing.
I thought you had a pill lady.
Yeah, we had a pill lady, but we knew she was stealing. But I'll say once we caught her stealing, she was no longer working there.
It still counts as a stealing.
My store manager was stealing Vicodin.
So what was
Wow.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
what was the Aurelio's deal with letting employees have pizza?
It was you'd get.
Do you get a shift pie?
That's what I'm wondering.
Excuse me.
Half.
Hi, Ray. This is my first day. Just got a quick question for you. Great orientation, by the way.
Thank you. Work hard on it.
Where do you stand on a staff pie? Like a shift pie for staff? What do you do?
Half price when you're working, 25% off on days that you don't work.
Follow-up question,
Yeah,
Ray,
of
over
course,
here.
of
Thank
course.
you. Fantastic orientation.
Thank you.
If I skip the shift pie on one day, can I get a free one on the next day? Because that's 2 halves of a free, which makes a whole free.
It's just 50% on that day because we don't have the same staff working.
But it would be half and half.
Right.
So it's like a
I
free
appreciate
pie.
the logic, but corporate won't let us.
With Mark Norman on Tuesdays, we were doing one, and he's like, yeah, at this club, he's like, when you perform there, you get a free meal. He's like, I didn't get my free meal. So a couple days later, I just went in and I was like, all right, can I get my free meal? They're like, no, it's during the. He's like, but it was the exact same thing, exact same thing.
It's a curb moment.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
except he's a human cartoon character.
Yeah.
I will say, the guy stealing the pizza, honestly, I can't hold that guy accountable to anything. And also, he only stole half a pizza.
That's true.
Because he was deserved a pizza. Half
That
a
is
pizza.
true, yeah.
Could you get
When it comes to food, though, at a restaurant-based
No, you
thing,
cannot get half of a pizza. I saw
That's a good
Chuck,
question.
I saw Chuck do this, and I knew.
Well,
the
what if
hand
me
motion-
and Ray are working, and we're like, your half, my half, here's a half.
No, because you know what? In the argument, even the one I was making about skip a day and then you get a free one, that would require you also pay for a whole one.
Yeah.
Because you're paying half price, right?
Okay.
But yeah. Oh, the club thing, by the way, that just reminded me. I don't drink alcohol. It's not like a firm line. Like on occasion, I'll have a drink, but because I don't drink, and I work at places where if you're headlining, drinks are free.
Yep.
I'm always like, no, I'm good. There is a part of me that's like, can you just give me like $30 extra then?
Yeah.
I know.
Because I didn't cost you that money.
Yep.
I still tip the wait staff and stuff like that because
Yep.
it's the right thing to do. But yeah, that is a weird thing. When I worked at a, let's say, clothing store
Yes.
for men of size.
Got it.
Apparently, it was like a hot spot for fucking stealing, and I had no idea. I may have gotten some clothes here and there as I worked there because another person that worked there who was above me at that time explained to me how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? It was all about department codes and swapping things around. So I was like, all right, whatever. And then there was a guy working. Eventually, I became like an assistant manager, or third key, whatever. But there was a guy working there, and he quit and like made a big show of it and got in a huge fight with the manager. And he was working on a day where I was working, and it was his last day. And that dude's friend pulled his car up, and this guy at the end of his shift walked over to this display of cologne.
Oh, wow.
Different men's cologne.
Yep.
And like scooped with his arms all of the cologne. And he was just like, I really liked working with you. Fuck this company. And he's like having kind of a mini Jerry Maguire meltdown while he's doing it. And it's just me in the store with him.
Yep.
And I was just like, I just watched
what are you
it
supposed to
happen.
do?
I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking get in a fight with this guy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop him. He's an employee. I'm an employee. This is what's happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it was wild. Like he just
That
walked
is
down. He's like,
wild.
fuck this place. And it felt like out of nowhere. But to me, what I realized was like, oh, he has thought about this for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was immediate. Like, this is where I'm going. It was like supermarket sweep where he's like, you got to go for the whole chickens.
Yep.
You got to go for the whole chickens.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then funny, found out later after I left the store and I was in college, loss prevention called me and asked me some questions. I'm like, what is this about? Right. I don't even work for this company anymore.
Right.
And then I found out that the manager went to prison for embezzling money from the company
It's an adult crime.
the entire time I worked there.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, everybody was stealing.
Yep.
Wow.
And here I am, just some minimum wage kid, right?
Yep.
Just being like, I guess I got to fold these big fat shirts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. But yeah, that's yeah, I think if you're an employee and you see another employee doing something like that, at that point, it really does come down to just like a personal choice.
I know.
Right?
I'll also say I was in a leadership position when I was at Walgreens, so there may have been.
You just said that like you were a Boy Scout.
Yeah,
He does say
I
stuff
was in
like
a
that.
leadership position.
I
He
had a
says stuff like that
sash
all the time.
You had the sash and you wore it
all the
at Walgreens.
proudly.
Yeah. But it said CVS, which is weird.
Yes, but so if
Proud of
there
myself.
was lower level employee theft, I didn't know about it, and I
Sure.
might add, didn't want to know about it. Still don't.
Yeah.
Still don't.
No,
Wow.
I think I get where you're coming from. That idea of like, look, I don't want to be an asshole.
Right.
You know what I mean? So don't make me be an asshole.
Right.
Yeah. I like that.
I did work somewhere where people were stealing.
Yeah.
So I worked at Benny's, which is a hardware store around here.
Yep.
And I was a stock boy. And honestly, it's funny. I don't even know why that happened, but I worked
Oh,
there.
that's why you have that tattoo.
Yeah.
It's the Benny's stock boy.
Yeah.
The tramp stamp.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Benny's is big. And Stock Boy's little. It
Yeah.
was weird. It's not what I told them to do.
The O in Stock Boy.
That one's big. But
Yeah.
so there were cameras in the store. And Benny's is a weird store for people that have never been there. It's like hardware, automotive, but they also have like toys and a lot of candy.
little bit of
and
bullshit.
Games,
Yeah.
A lot of bikes. And so we had cameras everywhere.
It's very similar to Job Lot or whatever.
It's similar, yeah.
Similar.
More hardware based.
Yeah.
So, in the back there's no cameras, and we would pull all these different shenanigans, like because I never wanted to work. So like we would have these oil pallets with like these boxes of oil, and I would make one in the shape of a recliner, and then I would build a wall in front of
Oh,
it,
yeah, yeah.
and I would just sit in the recliner, the
Yeah.
oil recliner.
Yeah.
So we do stuff like that's just silly. So basically, when it was our job to take out the trash every night. We had these gigantic metal circular trash cans in the front of the store, and they have these big contractor bags. So you wheel them to the back, you throw the contractor bag in the compactor, you put another empty contractor bag in, and you put it out in front of the store.
Yeah.
So I knew a guy who worked there with me who was a stock boy, and whenever he
Let's
wanted,
call him Benny.
Yeah.
Benny. And so he would take CD players, subwoofers, and he'd put them in the bottom of the barrel, put the contractor bag on top of it, put it out, everyone leaves. 1 a.m, he comes back and grabs the items. And
Not bad, Benny.
we were 17. He's like, you should do this. Just take whatever you want. You should do this. You should do this. And I'm like,
All right, fine. Where are the Slim Jims?
well, it's one of those things where actually I want to ask a question around the table.
One honey bun.
Before I tell you exactly what happened.
Okay.
If you were in that situation, would you take something?
No.
Would you be tempted whatsoever?
Yeah, of course you're tempted, but no. I wouldn't.
Tempted?
Yeah, I said I'd be tempted, but I wouldn't give into that temptation.
Would you think
Well,
about it
not
for a
wearing
minute?
the wig.
Yeah, well,
At 17, would you think about it a little bit?
I probably would have, but the idea of like the shame that I would feel if I got caught would prevent me from doing anything.
Can I say? I feel like I'm in the middle here because I think you probably did. Maybe you didn't. I don't know.
We have to figure it out.
Chuck
Yeah.
loves trash honey buns.
I will say, at
I
17,
do.
if somebody said that they were doing that, I would have been like, "Oh yeah, okay," and I would have taken something.
Okay.
I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
This is we have a covenant of vulnerable
Right.
truth
Yeah.
in this
And
room.
the boy crime-
It's so weird to have a serious conversation with so much wit.
Well, think about how many serious conversations in history happened with these.
That's
That's
true.
true.
A lot of people died.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A lot of fake wooden teeth.
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, I was going to say,
Hold on, real quick about it though, because I would take it. This is why I want to say I would take it. However, because we know I admitted when I was younger, doing some creative
Yes.
shopping without money.
Right.
I did some creative shopping without money. I lifted some shop.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not proud of it. That's what I did when I was a teenager.
Right.
no money, all fingers.
That's what it says on my tramp stamp. Can I be honest though? Some money. But yeah, so I would do that. But your response of the shame of if caught,
Yep.
that's the thing that stopped it. That I got to college age, and there was a moment because I've talked about in the past. I used to, when I was a teenager, I would shoplift books
Yep.
from a big chain, not a small mom and pop shop. And then sometimes even jokingly, I would bring the book back when I was done reading it,
Yes.
treat it like a library. But when I became a college age boy, I thought about what happens if I get caught.
Yeah.
And I thought about the shame of that, where I was like, I'm at an age now where that's not, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
And so I stopped after that. But working at a place, I get it. And it is that thing of like, you're in this minimum wage position doing your thing. You're a teenager. I understand. I worked at a shoe store when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And that was the same move that another employee did.
Yeah.
Put in the shoes because we had to bring all the old boxes out to get them compacted, and did the shoe move. And I did go, well, I'll take that pair. You know what I mean? But only that one time. What did you do? I want to know.
Well, before I reveal, I have one more question for Brad.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
please.
Okay, so let's say the hierarchy of the store is like stock boys, salespeople who are like cash register people.
Okay.
Then like
Christina, that bitch.
then
Then
then you have like like the third key managers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you have the actual manager.
Yes.
Right? If the manager said to you, you can just take this. It doesn't matter. Would you take something?
I mean, is he giving it to me like in the broad light of day?
When you're like closing the store, he's like, if you're like, man, I wish I could afford this CD player. I can't afford it. He's like, just take it.
Oh, I'd feel weird. I'd feel like there was a catch.
No, the catch is that he doesn't own Benny's. He's just a manager of an individual store.
Then that's when he pulls the mask off and reveals he is
Benny.
the Benny.
Yeah.
But you
know what I mean? Like he doesn't
would,
own Benny's. He's just like, fine, take
Yeah,
it. He's
yeah,
a
yeah.
manager.
I would have a hard time doing it. I really would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you be like, well, how come I can take this? And he was just like, don't worry about it.
I think I'd be like, no, I don't feel comfortable with this, and I wouldn't do it.
I can see Brad doing that, yeah.
What if you worked your shift and you went in your car and he has installed it?
Wow.
Would you uninstall it?
How to get my keys?
Yeah.
What the
What if
hell?
when you go home, he's standing there and he has it in his hands?
What if you're like,
And roses.
what
Yeah.
if he's like this? I can't do this. Take it out, and then he starts playing "How Bizarre" by OMC,
That's
and
a great
it sounds
song.
awesome.
Yeah. Oh man, it's a great song. I'm in.
I like how all of these things have to happen.
Yes.
That's very funny. That is
I
very
like
funny.
inching someone towards.
Yeah. What did you do?
I couldn't do it.
Oh,
I couldn't. I was slightly tempted, but I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And there was also like, this was on a main road.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I think that like I would necessarily get caught, but like it does seem like there's some kind of like, we're out in the light of day.
Yeah.
Is there a camera we don't know about?
Yeah, sure.
Something weird.
Did this kid eventually get caught?
This kid, he's a bad person,
Okay.
and
He's a bad boy.
Yeah, and he actually. So this is interesting. I think right after he stopped working there, because we worked there together, and there was two other people that worked there that we became friends with. So it was like all the stock boys were friends, and they were like, you and Benny, you're not allowed to work together because all you do is joke around, right? So Benny eventually got fired, I believe, or maybe quit. I don't know. And
But he didn't get caught.
he didn't get caught, but my friend Nikki Holden, who is one of the people like super high up at Chomp, who have been sponsors of ours. She's like the nicest and coolest. She worked at the Lobster Pot in Bristol, and he went there and to see her, and he stole this gigantic lobster pot pepper shaker. Like it was like big and wooden and carved, like whatever.
Okay.
He stole it from her work, drove to Benny's, and threw it through the front window
Jesus.
into the store.
Okay. Well, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just telling you the type of person he is.
Yeah. Please tell me before he threw it, he went, say when, and then threw the pepper.
Yeah. So I think what happened, I got to ask Nikki, I guess. They found the pepper shaker. They said it's from the lobster pot. They hunted down who worked there, figured out that he was friends with Nikki. And I think that they basically figured it out, but I don't remember what happened.
Wow, I wonder how many like violent crimes went unsolved while they pieced that together.
In Bristol, Rhode Island, probably one.
They're dusting the pepper shaker. I mean, so many people have used this.
Yeah.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
We'll have to print all the wait staff at the lobster.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. And then there's like the red herring person.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That loves pepper. And you're like, that's probably them.
And hates glass.
Yeah.
It was funny. We were at the lobster pot recently.
Yes.
After my grandmother's funeral for the first time in like 15 years.
Yeah.
And I remember them. They used to serve these crackers with this like pub cheese, and so they're putting out all the bread and they're getting all the food. And I'm like, I go up to a waitress and I'm like, you guys still have that cheese you order? And she was like, I think we have some. And I'm like, yes. And then like didn't come. So I go up to a different waitress. That's the game you play. And I'm like,
Is this another hack?
Yeah.
this is one of the Chuck
What you
hacks.
do is you bother enough people.
Yep.
That's absolutely right. And I go, so, yeah, remember that cheese you used to have? And she had been talked to by the other waitress, so I thought it
Yeah.
would like, double down. And at first I was gonna be like, I was gonna point to Brad and be like, he loves it. Like
You always throw people under the bus. You always do.
it's not throwing people under the bus, it's collecting them for your own team.
Okay.
It's picking a team. Wouldn't you like to be picked first?
Wow, I would.
You've been picked last.
Many times.
So it's fun to be picked first.
Yep.
We got the cheese.
Yep.
I'm happy for you.
It was great.
I would be wary of anything to eat that used to be there, and then they go, I think we have some. I wouldn't eat it. But I
like-
do like to think of you in that wig when it happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like just sliding up to the waitress, like, you got any of that cheese?
Yeah,
Oh, that
yeah.
old stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. As you can
yeah.
tell, I love the old stuff.
I think I'll check.
I think
Yeah.
in the back of the fridge we saw one
Way
last
back.
Christmas.
Way back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
but
yeah.
he's a bad guy. And
Okay.
so
All right,
like
that's different.
It was weird because like that influenced me. I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
want to be like this guy.
No. Yeah, that's a weird one. That's a different thing. It is tough when when we're talking about like places you worked.
Yeah.
Because coworkers, how long have you been there? Have these people been there longer? It's like a whole weird dichotomy that can happen there. But I'm gonna say, ultimately, it feels boy crimey.
Yeah.
Right?
300 Slim Jims, a honey bun,
I
and
get-
several banquet TV dinners
The
that, again, cannot be frozen or cooked.
Wait, I thought we did a whole other one.
No, we did Benny's.
no we talked about something else, didn't we?
No,
Did we?
No, we've only done two.
Well, we already
One was Chicklets and one was Slim Jims.
I think because we decided on the coercion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
We
was
definitely-
that was already done. What
Wasn't-
just happened? How did we get here?
Benny's.
Did I just?
Oh, I know why. Because you said, "Have you ever been offered?"
Oh, that's
like,
right.
to
We were talking about
steal?
stealing from work. Okay.
Like
Yes.
because someone else did.
That is
Yes.
so funny. I genuinely was like, no, we must have done another one.
You're like, all right, I'll try this.
I apologize. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Maybe
that is
this
crazy.
wig is getting to me.
You know, I've
Oh,
been,
wait. Can cause dementia. Okay. Yeah, I got the cheap one.
Just as a quick side note,
Mm.
do you ever forget things and you're like, why did I forget that? It's weird.
Sure.
Is it like a new forgetting, a new forgetfulness over the past however many years?
Oh, I think post quarantine time and being 42 now, sometimes it does happen where I'm like, fuck. And it's a lot of it is like names of actors and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I'm nervous. I might go to the doctor and talk to them because
Yeah.
I feel like I forget stuff that's really, really random. I forgot something really. Now I forgot what it was.
Wow.
But someone was like,
This is like a bit.
Yep.
it is like a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm serious.
Yeah. And
But
then I
someone-
made the appointment. I forgot to go. And then I went, and he's like, you know how sometimes you go in the kitchen, you're like, why did I come into the kitchen? And that's how I felt at the doctor's office. I was like, what is it? So I had him check my ass again, and he said it's sealed. It's clean. It's
Still a great
It's
O in
healing
stock
nicely.
boy, yeah.
Yeah.
No, recently I forget what it was, but Natalie's like, "You forgot this," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" And
Yeah.
I am nervous.
It is a weird thing where, like, especially with I think because of the work, like my job of stand-up comedy, there's so many dates, locations, and people
Yep.
in my head at like all times. But if it's like a family thing where it's like, oh, we're going over to my brother-in-law's for a thing, I have to have Kalina tell me like 40 times.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, like, somebody will be like, oh, what are you doing next week for this thing? And it's like a social thing. I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have to check. But if you say to me, where are you going to be for that comedy show
Yep.
in 3 weeks
Yep.
on this day? I can be like, it's at this place. This is where I'm staying. This is the person. This is who's opening.
Yep.
Like all that stuff because it's there.
Yep.
For me, I lose it. It'll be like if you ask me the next 4 dates I have to film that are plotted out.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I mean, my calendar is very organized. I would never double book because I would look.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
You got to look before you book.
So I
The,
was looking this week and I'm like, I think my week is open. Then it's like filming all day this day, filming all this. And I'm like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
The Verbo we stayed at had a key code on the door, and I don't know if Chuck was doing a bit or if he legitimately did not remember the 4-digit code that we repeated ad nauseum all weekend. And
Yeah.
like even to the last day, he's like, "What was it again?" And I'm like, first of all, they're both multiples of 18. Secondly, like
Is that me or is this him?
I was with you until you said that part, and that turned me off.
It's how I remember things.
By the way, I would get 3 of the numbers right every time in the wrong order, but 3 numbers right.
How many numbers were on the keypad? 3. All right, let's see if we can fit in one more.
Yes.
What time is it?
Defendant. It's 49.
Okay, so if I
You
were
were like, oh yeah, never mind.
so I was just saying, if I remember the thing that I keep forgetting that was shocking to me, then I will tell you. But it's like this is something that like Natalie's like, this is frightening. You know what I mean? It was something like very, very like she couldn't believe I forgot it.
Yeah. No, it's a tricky one. And I'm realizing with the dates that you have said, we really we took a long time between
Boy Crimes episodes.
Boy Crimes, and I think we need to agree now. We got to do another one very soon.
Yeah.
Sure.
To catch up because there's so many.
Yes, there are. This is from December 18th, but I won't say what year it's from. Hello.
1995.
Yes. Hello, Brad, Chuck, and Ray. Yeah, it's from Monica Lewinsky. It's
Boy Crime.
Yes. Hello, Brad, Chuck, and Ray.
How much jizz is involved?
I mean, you blow the president. That's a boy crime. That's a boy crime.
It's Aubrey, your local Connecticut fun bear.
Ah, yes.
And I have a boy crime story I've been wanting to share. Keep in mind, during my adolescence, I was a goody two-shoes, bookish, quiet girl, so I didn't do anything
That's Brad.
worthy of a boy
she
crime.
quiet girl.
Are you going to end up with Aubrey?
No.
Ending up with Aubrey.
No, Aubrey has a boyfriend.
Yep.
How old is she?
She's an adult.
All right. They're probably going to break up.
No, I'm rooting for Aubrey and her boyfriend.
I'm rooting for Aubrey and Brad.
See, this is
I'm
why.
rooting,
All Brad.
I'm rooting for Aubrey.
Whichever
There you go.
happened, he's saying.
You're rutting for Aubrey? That's disgusting.
I was a goody two-shoes, bookish, quiet girl, so I didn't do anything worthy of a boy crime until after I turned 24. To set the scene, my group of 7 friends
That's an adult woman.
that I met at Ray's show had decided to dine at an insanely packed Texas Roadhouse one chilly Saturday night after spending the day at an Oktoberfest.
Hold on. So this happened after she met you?
Yeah.
Yes.
This happened very recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone was different levels of inebriated except myself because I volunteered to be a designated driver.
Wow. This is a Brad wife.
This is why I like Aubrey, because she's a considerate,
responsible.
kind person.
When originally sat, our waitress goes, "Every table I've had here tonight has been troublesome. Are you guys going to be trouble?" Which I think is crazy ironic considering what was about to transpire.
It's interesting to use the word troublesome. Yes. Brad would use that word.
It was Brad.
Yes. One of my friends was diabolically drunk, like saying weird stuff to the wait staff and just being an overall menace.
What, you think I get drunk too much?
No, I think that's just
the
how you
menace
act
part,
sober.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like, all right.
And in the moment, I thought that the only way I could tell him to calm his ass down was to make the juiciest spitball ever to be manufactured and try to hit him square between the eyes.
Aubrey,
that's
I was in your corner for so long.
No, if it could still be innocent, but if she blinds someone.
Can I honestly, we're adults, right? Aubrey is an adult in this scenario. The instinct to just be like, I'm gonna do a big spitball.
That is a little insane.
I'm like, hey, that's an impulse, right? That is an impulse. I can't tell you the last time I went spitball. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, I'd like to do some spitballs, but I haven't thought about
Arms crossed. You're like, that's so funny with the wig. The
You know
wig
what?
just really goes so far.
I'm sure it'll work out
I've never done a spitball.
as we continue.
You've
this
never
story.
done a spitball?
As an adult, I did a
Okay.
spit. I never, you know what? I'm going to be honest. As a child, I never did a quality spitball. I can't remember one that was like, boom. Like I don't think I ever did one.
Well, you would do it too quick because you weren't thinking of the right thing.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole.
That is okay. So you're doing a spitball
Yes.
adult
Yep.
woman to another adult.
At Texas Roadhouse.
Not
Everyone's
at
crazy.
the Roadhouse
Yep.
with the peanuts on the floor.
Ooh, with the delicious honey butter, though.
Oh, that's good. Have you been there?
Have I
you-
been that?
Have you been?
Have I been honey
I was
butter?
going to say, have you been there? But then I'm like, it doesn't matter if he's been there. Has he had that? And I figured that out between Ben and that.
That's good.
I think Honey Butter should be your pet name for your wife. Hey, Honey Butter.
That's a nice one.
I'm home.
Yeah, if I ever said that in earnestness, I would get a divorce because and I would say to Kalina, I'd be like, "This is for your own good."
Yes,
like you don't want to be around this.
Right. That's how I feel about Aubrey. It's for her own good to stay with her boyfriend.
Natalie hates. I come up with a nickname for her like every day.
It's true.
Yeah.
She hates
But I've heard
it.
some of them, and they are off.
Yeah.
Color.
Yeah.
Wait, one time, Brad and I did a little bit. Remember when Ray and Brian Bowden did like a live stream comedy show from the Comedy Connection?
Yeah.
And I directed it. I don't remember what I did. I did it.
You and Corey were like
running the cameras.
all the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a live. It was
a live streamed thing.
Yeah, we had a switcher, but Brad and I did a bit for it, and our bit, which by the way, we were talking about this. We should bring it to Funbearable for a Christmas episode. You can get letters from kids from the post office that they want things, and you can read them and send them the gifts.
Yeah.
But you can also get ones from like older years from kids that it's not current. It's just like a thing that happened. So we got a bunch of the letters, and we were reading them and just kind of riffing on the things.
Yeah.
And one of them, a little kid wrote in, and they said they wanted little baby sweetie knees, right? That's what they wrote on the thing. So in the bit, I called Toys R Us, and I had a guy go look for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was fun. We were joking around. And that's like my main nickname for Natalie now is Little Baby Sweetie Knees. And she is not having it. But it's a cute name.
It's a lot. It's a mouthful.
LBSK.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Lubsk.
Yeah.
Lubsk.
All right.
All right. What happened to Aubrey?
The gods themselves must have put air in my lungs that night, because when I let loose this cannonball, I overshot. And not overshot like I accidentally hit one of my other friends or landed in some food. I mean overshot like it sailed past our table, across the aisle, and hit smack dab in the cheek an innocent person.
Oh, no. Oh, social anxiety is through the roof at this point. That's amazing. And also, I got to say, Aubrey, along with John and Mike, the writing quality here is
very
wonderful.
Good. Very
We're in
good.
a literary thing here. I like that Boy Crimes has upped its quality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't imagine. Can you? Oh, a perfect stranger. Splat.
Yep.
I want to know what happened.
Yeah.
Aubrey continues, I immediately begin apologizing, to which she and her party see me, justifiably get mad, but to be completely honest, we had noticed that they looked miserable beforehand.
Yeah, bitches.
And says a line over and over again that has lived in infamy with my friends. That bitch done hit me with a spitball!
Wow.
Now, at this point in our meal...
Wow. Real quick,
Yep.
Can I interject?
Yep.
Were I hit with a spitball on the cheek, and I turn over and I look and I see a group of adults,
Yep.
even if they were being annoying and loud or something like that, I'm not saying they were, but if that were the case, my instinct, I would never be like, that bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would be like,
couldn't do it.
That was already Chuck's reaction.
It's tough because I think one thing that when you have confrontations with people you don't know, the level of sorry
and
they are.
You are very familiar with this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But the level of sorry they are really dictates my reaction.
Sure.
We were at that festival this weekend and people were going by me and a girl had this big thing of fries with all shit on it. And she was walking by, like, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
And she was walking by and she tripped and it went all over my feet and all over the ground. And I looked up and I looked at her and she went, and she had
like
this
a horror
face of
face,
complete, like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, get the hell out of here, you little kid.
Yeah.
And, like even in traffic, when someone cuts you off,
Sure.
and then you get next to them and they're like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Immediately, you're like, all right.
Of course.
So
but
I think
to go to like that bitch.
Well, I'm saying I bet Aubrey was like
she looked horrified.
Yeah.
I
at least she
imagine.
horrified. If that woman is still mad, I'm like, this was clearly a small thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I think that you should be forgiven if you're immediately apologetic for an accident.
Of course, yeah.
Now, at this point in our meal, we had all finished paying for everything, so we were already trying to get out of there. However, the table next to us hears the commotion of the table across from us
Oh my God.
and thinks they're yelling about them. So as we're leaving this already loud Texas Roadhouse, the table across from us and the table next to us were having a world star level screaming match. My nickname in the group became SB, or Spitball Bitch. I was mortified and didn't go back to that
SBB.
restaurant for 2 years, convinced they had somehow put up my picture with a big slash through it.
That's a Brad move.
Thanks for letting me share. Keep up the great work.
Wow.
How insane is it how similar she is to Brad? Brad not going back to a restaurant for 2 years because this thing happened is a full Brad move.
Sure.
I mean, there's something similar has happened. Yeah.
I would likely not go back to that place.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
What happened to you at Buffalo Wild Wings?
I swore at the people.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Oh, I remember.
And I
Yeah.
didn't go back for years. And then when I went
Yeah.
back, I saw the manager that had, admonished me correctly for losing my temper.
And he
I was
pointed
like,
at you and went, "Bad man."
No, he pointed at me, and then he pointed at the picture of me with
Oh,
the
yeah.
slash through it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
all right.
I did the same thing at Wendy's. Remember, I called that lady a fucking asshole.
Oh, right.
And then whenever I had to go back, I'd put my,
Yeah, yeah.
visor down and use a different voice.
Yeah.
Drunk hack.
That's interesting. I don't have any places that I just can't go back to because of something I did.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
You have places you can't
Yeah,
go back
but
to because of what Chuck
I'm an
did.
adventurer.
Yeah, you're an adventurer. That's good.
Yeah.
I have a
is
lot of
good.
adventures.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just a mistake.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
know.
It's just a
Yeah.
mistake. I will say, Aubrey, I want to dig down into this idea of the spitball. If you can write us, and we don't have to read it on the air or anything like that.
we will.
But I'd like to hear your thought process, like when you made the spitball and decided to do it.
I will also
That's
point
where
out,
I
like,
was curious.
it's at the end of the meal, and she's like, I got to
Yeah.
convince my drunk friend to calm down.
You know what?
As we're leaving,
Also, you know what doesn't calm someone down? Hitting them with a spitball.
clearly,
Can I-
clearly, it makes things worse.
Can I give you a hypothesis?
Sure.
You're sitting around a table at Texas Roadhouse.
Yep.
Honey
You
butter,
all ate with your baskets. You have whatever. you
peanut
ate your
shells
thing.
all over the floor.
Yeah. And you're sitting there in a big group and someone's being annoying across from you that you're comfortable with,
Sure.
You're like, how do I get them to stop?
Of course.
So maybe you're looking down, you have your drink, your straw, and a straw wrapper.
Yeah.
Maybe in that scenario, you do think of the spitball.
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like if she was home, she wouldn't be like, I have an idea, and she goes and gets stuff and puts
Yeah.
it together. Maybe it's just like the necessity of the moment.
I totally get it. Yeah. I think it's fine. I think this is a boy crime for
Without
sure.
a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Although it is weird because you're so adult.
Yeah.
You're so Aubrey, you're an adult. And maybe you did a boyish crime,
Yeah.
Yep.
right?
She's catching up for lost time with her boy crime.
That is true. That is true. Maybe she's just a little boy criminal at heart.
Yeah.
I think she is.
That's
aren't,
sweet.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, that's sweet.
I
And
think
that's why
so.
she likes us so much
Yes.
because she's stunted. Yeah. That's fun.
I will say this. I think you hitting your friend with a spitball in a drunken night, definitely not a
Innocent.
big deal. Innocent. And so if the rest of it is just an accident and
Yeah.
you feel bad about it, what are we talking about here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Although she did leave this out of the story, she did say some racial epithets
Yeah, I
under
cut.
her breath.
Right.
Well, yeah, and then she wrote them, and I cut them out. Just
Yeah.
for,
Thank you, Brad.
Yeah, and she wrote some unkind things on some of the menus.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not great.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's not a great look.
Yeah, not cool.
As long as you didn't sign your name, no one knows who did it.
Yeah, and as long as you've learned your lesson from
Yes.
those things. No, we're gonna go innocent on
Yeah.
that, right? Yeah,
Yeah. I
That's
think we're good.
By the way, we still
I don't want to get into the details of it.
she's guilty.
She's guilty of
a
a boy
boy crime.
crime. Fine, you're guilty of a boy crime.
not innocent.
All right,
We're
all
doing
right.
a boy crimes.
I know.
We're
I
not
know.
doing real
But
crimes.
boy crimes are innocent crimes.
Well, the episode's not called real crimes. It's
Well,
called
that's
boy
because
crimes.
you won't let me do the episode I want to do.
All right, tell me how she was murdered.
Yeah.
real crime.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you're fucked up. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird.
All right, you're a psychopath who kills
Fine,
people.
fine.
All right.
We sentence you to death. All right, Brad, kill him.
Death by spitball.
Yeah,
Oh, it's taking forever.
Oh,
that's funny.
I think we've done some real good here for the community.
Yeah.
I think so.
For the boy community.
Yeah,
I really do enjoy doing these episodes.
Yeah.
We got to less crimes than I thought we were going
But
to.
they were such
always do.
well-written
but
crimes.
they were also like longer crimes that it was fun to listen to.
Yeah.
You know
Right,
what
I
mean?
agree.
So yeah, we got to do more boy crimes for sure. I know we have more of them.
Yes, we do.
And of course, as always, if you, viewer listener, have any stories that relate to this idea of playful, innocent things that maybe broke the rules, or you did a little bit of a law break, right? That's all minor stuff. Definitely reach out to us at funbearablepod@gmail.com.
For sure.
Send us an email. Let us know. If you want to be anonymous, that's fine. Just tell us. We won't include names. We will include all other data that we scrape from the email. We're talking IP addresses. We're talking what is being seen on your webcam.
Yes, and browser.
And browser. Also, I guess because we're in the Boy Crimes episode, I can admit, if you've gotten an email recently in the past few months that has said that someone has hacked your computer and they have access to your webcam and they can see what you do when you watch those filthy little videos, dirty, and you need to send me this much in Bitcoin, or I'm going to send that to all of your friends and family.
Right. Yeah.
I've been sending those emails.
Okay.
I figured that.
But you've been getting my Bitcoin though.
Yeah. And what I'm confused about is,
Yes.
but you still, and sometimes I see the video come through, and you look right at the camera and go, "I'm doing it again." And
this one's for you, Ray.
yeah, that's weird. With Chuck though, the camera it's quick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Quick.
such
He's
short
like,
videos.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he doesn't have the control.
Yeah.
And Ray just lies.
Nope.
It's a lie.
It's
We're
fine.
gonna have
I
a
love
test.
that
We're
you
gonna have a
don't like
competition.
this
You
because
don't. You're a liar.
What's
Because
funny
you're
to me
fucking
though
lying to
is like
everybody.
it came up in a previous episode. By the way, it came up in a previous episode. This idea of do you have to think about, like the old saying of like, think about baseball so you don't climax or whatever.
I don't think about baseball, by the way.
I know, but you asked me, and so it's not like I came to this like, let me do this little brag, and I was just like, no, I don't have to think about other stuff. And you were so flummoxed by that. You were like, what?
Yeah. I don't believe it.
Then how do you not?
I don't believe
right
it.
away. And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't. You do your thing. And you look at he's so
There's
so
no
in
way.
disbelief.
I don't believe it. This is Brad saying he has a 10-foot vertical leap. I don't buy it.
A 10-foot vertical leap.
Yep.
I can fit 10s in my vertical.
Oh, okay.
I did want to say one more thing though.
Yeah.
Value Land.
Yes.
So the one that was near my house in Bristol was Almax.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is another Rhode Island-y grocery store place. Yeah.
And the one in Warren at the Job Lot Plaza is Value Land.
Got it.
And I can't
Thank God we found
a
out.
picture at all.
Thank God we found out. It was so vital to know.
I posted in the Warren Facebook groups.
Oh, God.
And they told me, lickety split.
Good.
Oh, what is that? Is that another grocery store?
Lickety split. Yeah.
Lickety split?
It's an ice cream. It's
It's an
shop.
ice cream shop.
Yeah.
It's a sex shop. Disgusting.
Ew.
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 Lickety my split.
Ew. Split my lickety.
All right. Let's get out of here while the getting is good.
Getting is bad.
Yes, quite.
Honestly, the getting's turning into giving, and that's not good.
For Ray Harrington and Chuck Staten, I'm Brad Rohr saying thank you so much, and we're sorry for being Funbearable.
Brad, we talked about this before.
Yep.
On the boy crime episodes, you're supposed to say "for the honorable."
I thought about it.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's too late now. We can't go back.
Well, let me try something.
Okay.
For the Honorable Ray Harrington and Chuck Staten, I'm the Honorable Brad Rohr saying thank you so much, and we're sorry for being Funbearable. Is that better?
That was
Because I
pretty
didn't
good.
lie.
Yeah.
I feel
I'm
like
cooler. I'm an adventurer.
Yeah.
Way cooler.
No, that was good. And you know what's good about this is that we're ending at a time that we decide.
Yeah, it's a nice
Because
change.
some people struggle
And some people
with ending when they want to.
It's
and
interesting.
Some people end before they want
It's interesting because I'm wondering now if it's
maybe
maybe because I'm young and I can
young.
produce so much.
What do you guys think of the Red Sox
And
trading Rafael Devers?
As you age, maybe
Oh, you're
it's,
thinking of baseball.
as you age, maybe it's not so easy to create and to produce.
fine.
The
You know what I
Colorado
mean?
Rockies are having
It
a
gets
terrible
older.
season.
It's harder
I
as you
wish
get
you
older.
nothing but the best, and I hope that you figure out this real problem that you have.
You know, I wish you
I
the
like how
best
we're whispering.
with
like,
your
yeah, no, you know
your-
what? You know
your-
what you do?
with your issue with dishonesty.